Hello, good evening.
Good evening, ma'am. Good
Harry,
evening.
I don't have any idea how are you there in a new batch?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. We are in a new batch.
So then you haven't met me, I suppose, early.
No, first
No,
day.
Harry, okay, fine. How many students are there in your batch?
Not sure, ma'am. Yesterday we had a
Today is the very
lecture.
first lecture. Is that so?
No, yesterday we had.
But you don't have an idea about how many students were there.
Not sure, ma'am. And
Harry,
actually, I
okay,
was
okay.
chosen, ma'am, for BED in maths.
Uh,
So this class related to us also because it was sent in our group also.
I have no idea actually. Have you done this subject early?
No, no. This is the first,
Then
second
it's
day we
okay.
have.
Then it's okay. No problem.
Oh,
Anyhow, we'll wait for another 3 minutes and then we'll start.
okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Fatima, Sumaya's sister, are you
Yes,
there? Yeah, in
yes.
the group they have mentioned it's only for BEd TESOL students.
Yeah, it's only for BEd in TESOL students. I also saw that. Um,
Yes.
but I don't know why they've sent it to us also, right? Because it has everyone there. Hello.
But they have mentioned only for BEd TESOL students. It's there.
So
The
I don't
message is there,
I,
no, in the group.
yeah, so I don't need
You
to
better
join.
ask. I don't know really, but you better ask.
Okay, I will just confirm. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
okay, ma'am.
Okay, shall we start? Harry. Okay, so you are with the subject language and linguistics. So that is the subject you are going to study today onwards. Okay, so I'm Dr. Anusha Tennakon and my details are there. Educational qualifications, contact number, email address, all these things are here. So this information will be there each and every slide which I am sharing with you. So I have put my qualification, that is to know that you are, because you are paying and studying. This is private education. So you have a right to know whether you are learning from a qualified person or not. Okay, only with that purpose only I have included them. So without wasting time, I will just show you the outline of the syllabus. So this is not the detailed syllabus, outline of the syllabus under language and linguistic. Okay, just have an idea about it? Okay, so uh, here you can see there are 10 topics. Introduction to language and linguistics, phonetics and phonology, morphology, syntax, semantics, pragmatics, language variation and change, language acquisition, language and society, application of linguistics. Okay, even though you see here very simple 10 topics, actually these are very deep topics. So we can teach all these topics even for more than 1 year. But here we have to limit our time duration to maybe to 10 days. Okay, so you can 10 to 12 days. So you can understand there is a huge burden in the sense as the lecturer, I have to teach you these 10 topics and you also have to study them. There will be questions from each and every area. Okay, so I have no idea about you. If you wish to share, so on which based on which qualification you decided to follow this degree program. In other words, I just want to know up to now, what have you done in English language? So, what is your highest qualification in English up to now? Yeah, so then this is online mode, but I like if you all response very nicely. You can talk, feel very comfortable. So I prefer to conduct lectures just like discussions. As the lecturer, I cannot just go for discussion all alone. So you should be there. Hari, okay, tell me.
Higher National Diploma in English, madam.
Where did you do that?
Sliak Dehiwala.
Sliat Dehiwala. Hari, okay. What about other students?
I completed BA degree with English literature as one of the main subject, and currently I am doing higher national diploma in English at Batikalo ATI.
Batiklo. Then, but you just said that you have done BA degree.
Yes, ma'am.
Where did you do that?
I did at Eastern University.
Eastern University. But there you did English as a subject.
Yeah, main subject.
Main subject. So then why are you doing this degree once again?
Because that was a general degree. So I want a honors degree. That's why I'm doing this.
Hari, okay. What about others?
Madam, I done HND in English at Kagol ATI.
Kagol ATI. Okay.
Yes,
so then what else?
Now I am teaching at Dharanigala and I need a degree. Therefore, I am doing BA degree in English.
Okay. Some more?
I am trained teacher at NI. I am teaching English as a teacher. I want a degree, so I am doing this.
Hari,
So I am doing
okay.
this.
Hari, there are some more students who are willing to talk about you? And there is a boy, it seems. Asanka or Asanka, I have no idea. Kotalaval.
Madam, I am Asanka Utalavala. I teach at Pirivena. My subject is English.
You want to have a degree and you want to have more qualifications in higher education. Okay, good. Hari, okay. So now I have an idea about you. So you all have done very important diploma programs, degree programs before this. And your purposes are different and same. I can use both terms. Okay, so I am pretty sure you have studied some of these areas when you were following your diploma or degree. Am I correct or wrong?
Yes, madam.
Correct, madam.
Harry, okay.
Yes.
Some of you may remember those things and some of you may not. So whether you remember them or not, it doesn't matter because here this is the syllabus given to us. So we have to complete the given syllabus because based on these 10 topics, you will be getting your exam paper. Hari, okay. So today we'll start with topic number 1, Introduction to Language and Linguistics. Okay, let me share the relevant slide. Okay, here it is. Our subject is language and linguistics. It should be language, okay? Introduction to linguistics. That's what we are going to study first. Okay, just read. Okay, I hope you finish reading. Okay, we'll see here. What is language? Okay, so I'm sure you have an idea about what a language is. So to understand what is language, we can just pay our attention to certain viewpoints about language. Okay, so they are just like definitions. Okay, there are a few more here. According to some linguist, language is a structured system of communication. If somebody asks you what is language, you can say, language is a structured system of communication. That's correct. Okay, what is this? So this definition actually emphasizes the basic function of language, that is to communicate. Communicate in the sense to convey our thoughts, ideas, and information among people. Okay, so basic. The main purpose of language is to communicate. Why do we use a language? The only answer, the main answer is to communicate. So according to this definition, we can see very clearly language is not something that came accidentally. It has rules, patterns, and all these things because language is highly important for communication. So, for the purpose of communication, a structured system is used. A structured system is used that is called language. Okay, so then the next one is language is a system of symbols and rules. And that definition is also correct. So this definition actually breaks language into small blocks. And what are these symbols? Symbols are actually words. The symbols in language, they are words. And rules means grammar, syntax, they are the rules. And in a language, we can see how these symbols and rules work together to generate a meaning. Okay, so then grammar rules are important to arrange words. Okay, now just go through it again and tell me whether these ideas are clear to you. If you have any doubt, any question, you can ask.
Sorry, madam. Can you explain again, please?
Which one? Both.
Yeah, both.
Okay. A language is a structured system of communication. So according to this, the main purpose of language is highlighted. Okay, so today we are learning new languages with different purposes. For an example, people imagine when we are having a very good competency in English language, we can have a very good position and people will respect us. We can easily find a good job. So there are many purposes. But above all, the main purpose of learning a language is to communicate. So just imagine we don't have languages. How can we communicate? So we can communicate using our gestures, facial expressions. That is to a certain extent only. And the second one is language is a system of symbols and rules. According to the second one, language is full of symbols. So what are these symbols? These symbols are words. And then rules are there. Rules means grammar rule, syntactic rules. And to arrange words, we need grammar, rules. So there is a very strong interconnection between symbols and rules, words and grammar rules. For an example, we can say, she a letter writes. It's not the correct order. She a letter writes. But it should be she writes a letter. Okay, there is a grammar rule, subject, then the verb. After that, object, adverbial, whatever it is. Now, is that clear to you?
Yes, ma'am. Very clear.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hari, thank you. Okay, good. Hari, here. One more
Excuse me,
definition.
madam.
Yeah.
Excuse me, madam. Could you show the first slide? I will have a question.
Yes.
Could you show the earlier one, please?
And the other thing, you may be taking screenshots. So here there are students. You can do one thing. I can share these slides with the management. Then the management will share them with you. But through my experience, I know it takes some more time. Okay, because maybe management is very busy. So what you can do is, now there are 32 students with me, 32, maybe 31 students. So one of you can take the leadership here, collecting the WhatsApp numbers of the participants you can create a WhatsApp group, but taking everybody's number may be very tough. So one of you can take the initiative. Even now, you can create a WhatsApp group. Creating a WhatsApp group, it won't take much time. Okay. And after that, you just share the WhatsApp link here. So then everybody can join it clicking. So then you can name it as Apex Campus Language and Linguistic 2026. And you can include me also in the group. So after a lecture, I can directly share the slides into the group. Is that clear to you?
Yes, ma'am. Clear.
Okay. So then if you do like this, lecture notes sharing will be very convenient. That's how previous students have done. One of you can create a WhatsApp group. You can name it as Apex Campus Language and Linguistic 2026 or whatever it is. And you can share the link into chat box in this Zoom lecture. Okay, so then other students can just copy it, or you can save it, and by clicking the link you can join to the same WhatsApp group. Okay, just see whether you can do it. Who is taking the responsibility? Everybody's business is nobody's business. Somebody having a technical skill, I don't mind whether it's a girl or a boy. Hi. Okay, this is not actually rocket science, very simple thing. So even I can have create it very easily, but now I am conducting the lecture. Hari, okay, somebody can do it. Hari, this is what we were talking. A social and cultural tool. Just see. Hari, okay. According to this definition, language is a social and cultural tool. So this definition focuses on people's, human beings' interactions with society and culture. So according to this definition, it goes beyond the idea that language is to communicate. That is there. At the same time, the language reflects and influences our understanding of the world. Okay, I will explain it. And there is an opinion. Language and culture. Language and society cannot be deviated. Language is culture. Language is society. So the language and society, language and culture, they are strictly connected, just like the bark and the tree. In Sinhala we call. Okay, just like that, language and culture, language and society, they are the same. So think about Sri Lanka. In Sri Lanka, what is Sinhala culture? Sinhala culture means Sinhala language. What is Tamil culture? Tamil culture means Tamil language. Then Muslim culture, Islam culture. So here in Sri Lanka, both Tamils and Muslims, they use the same language, Tamil language. Okay, so then the Tamil language used by Muslims is not exactly the Tamil language used by Tamils. There are some differences. Okay, your language represent your society and your culture. It's not a very big idea. Language represent its culture and society. Is that clear to you?
Yes, ma'am. Clear.
Yes,
Hari, okay.
Yes.
Next, Hari. Okay, this one you can see. So, what is human language? Okay, just see. Hari, okay, did you finish reading?
Yes, ma'am.
Hari, okay. So what is human language? So from this question, we can understand very easily. Human language is different from animal communication. So because the living creatures in this world, two types, human beings and animals. Animals also communicate. They have a way of communicating. But our way of communicating is totally different. And so this is how our communication differs from animal communication. Compositionality. What is that? What is the meaning of composition? Compositionality. What is compose? Oh, compose. We say music compose.
Creation.
Create. Okay, correct. So this is according to this, we can create an infinite number of sentences combining small meaningful units, that means words. Okay, just imagine. So we can write, we can talk infinitive number of sentences. Infinitive means cannot be counted. We can express or we can create such a big number of sentences using words. Oh, so then here one example is there, Lego bricks. In the casual way, we say building blocks. So we give building blocks for small kids, and then using them, they will create different things. With a finite set of words, we can build an endless variety of expressions. Okay, so then there are words in language. Just okay, so then when we think about English language, it's very rich in words. So using these words, people can convey uncountable number of ideas, number of sentences. That is the meaning of compositionality. But when we think about animals, they have very limited communication methods. Compositionality, is that clear to you?
Yes, ma'am. Clear.
Okay. Next one is referentiality. Okay, that means animal language, it's limited to convey emotions and basic needs. Think about a dog. So when it gets angry, it bark. When it is hungry, it may yawn. Okay, there are limited communication methods to express emotions and basic needs. But human language also convey emotions and basic needs. But in addition to that, we can use human language to refer to specific objects, events, ideas. Okay, so then we can talk about certain events, ideas which are not present at the moment of speaking also. Specific objects, you have learned all these things as small kids also. Pen, table, mountain, house, road, all these objects, events. Or we can say New Year, Vesak, then birthday. There are many more events and ideas. Okay, so rather than limiting to express emotions and basic needs, human language refer to specific objects, events, and ideas. Some more differences are there in human language other than the animal language. Yeah, just read. Okay, hope you might have read it. So what is the meaning of duality? Duality means there are two levels of structures in language. So dual means always two. So here duality, it refers to the fact that there are two levels of structure in language. Okay, so now we'll see what are these two levels. At the first level, so we have sounds, and also we combine these sounds to form words. So that is in speaking, okay? So when we speak, you know, syllables, morpheme, those things you have studied. So one level is we have sounds in language. They are called phonemes. And we combine these phonemes to form words. They are called morphemes. And don't get confused with these technical terms. And phonemes, it's a technical term. Morpheme, it's also a technical term. Okay, so then you will remind these things later. We are doing them. Okay, so in a language, there are sounds, and these sounds are combined together to form words. And after that, the second level is these words are arranged according to grammatical rules. That is called syntax. Okay, so then they create meaning. That is called, actually here it is not mentioned, semantic. Okay, so these are the two forms actually, two levels. The first level is sounds are connected to form words, and words are arranged according to grammatical rules to convey meaning. So that is the dual task. Sounds are arranged to form words. Words are arranged to make meaning. And next one is displacement. I think you can easily understand it. Displacement means using human language, we can talk about present, past, future, and even imaginary conditions. Imaginary, that means hypothetical situations. We all have written the essay as small kids, if I were a bird. That is a hypothetical situation, imaginary. Okay, so then using a language, we are not talking only about present. We can talk about past, future, imaginary situations. But animal language, it's not like this. Animal language expresses the ideas related only to present. Is that clear to you?
Yes, ma'am, clear. But I couldn't understand clearly about the first one, duality. Can you explain
Duality.
again?
Okay, I will tell. So then duality means language is having two levels of structure. And first level is using sounds, words are formed. Okay, so then that means morpheme. Inside the morpheme, there may be 1, 2, 3 phonemes. Beautiful. Misunderstanding, just like that. Combination of sounds form a word in spoken form. And then these words are arranged according to grammatical rules to convey meaning. Sounds are there, combination of sounds are words. But then that is the first level. The second level is these words are arranged according to grammatical rules to convey meaning. Is that clear to you now?
Yes, ma'am. Clear. Thank
Hi.
Madam, can you say it again? The second rule is words are arranged in the grammatical words. Can you repeat it?
Words are arranged according to grammatical rules to convey meaning.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Hari. Okay. Next. This is also a characteristic of human
Displacement.
language.
Actually, displacement. Could you explain displacement?
Displacement means using language, we can talk not only about present. We can talk about past, future,
Okay, ma'am.
imaginary conditions. Okay?
Okay, madam.
Next one
Okay.
is arbitrariness. Arbitrariness. Okay, what is arbitrariness? That means in language there is no meaning or there is no connection between the word and what it refers to. So then the best example here, we'll say the same example. Do you know why a cat is called cat? There's no reason. That is how people used in the past. But in the past, if the people call dog to a cat, today we will use the term dog to a cat. So that is the meaning of arbitrariness. That means there's no connection between the symbol. Symbol means the word and what it refers to. So we know today girls, boys. We don't know why a girl is called girl, why a boy is called boy. So just imagine in the past, in the human history, a boy was called a girl and girl was called a boy. So we will be using that. There's no one-to-one relationship between the word or the term and what it refers to. Is that clear to you?
Yes, ma'am. Clear.
Okay, next. Now up to now we discuss how human language differs from animal language. That is different because of compositionality, referentiality, duality, displacement, and arbitrariness. So now we are going to talk about the characteristics of language. Okay, just see. Okay, hope you might have read it. So what are the characteristics of language? So human language is very beautiful, actually fascinating, very, very interesting. At the same time, it's very, very complex. So we'll talk about some of the characteristics. Human language is systematic. Okay, language is very systematic. It's not something happen randomly. It isn't random. So it has structure, rules, patterns. Okay, all these things are there. So then how words are formed, how words are combined, how they are interpreted. For everything there are rules and patterns. So these rules and patterns can appear as grammar rules, syntax, and morphology. Okay, so just remember, language is very systematic. You know how to make plural nouns. So then we know we can make plural nouns adding s, es, ies. So then again we have rules to which singular nouns we are adding es to make it plural. To which nouns we add ies to make them plural. For everything there are rules and patterns. Okay, that means language is very systematic. How to make nouns. There are different ways. Adding ness, we can make nouns. And using less, less, we can have the negative form. Homeless, priceless. Okay, just like that. So language is very, very systematic. That is the first characteristics. And we'll see the next. Okay, we'll see language is symbolic. Okay, so that means language depends on symbols. So these symbols are words, signs. Okay, so then we use these symbols to communicate ideas and concepts. And these symbols are there in both spoken language, spoken form, and the written form. Okay, so language is language is made of symbols. That means words. And then arbitrariness we already discussed. That means there's no one-to-one relationship between words and what they are used for. So I'm not going to explain it further because arbitrariness we already discussed.
Excuse me, madam, the black mark
Yeah.
vanishes not.
Huh?
Your black mark, the mark
Hari,
here.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So then other characteristics is duality. One more is productivity. Okay, read that also. Okay, so duality we already spoke about it. That means there are two layers. The first layer is sounds and words. Combination of sounds, it's a word. And then the second layer, there is a proper way to arrange these words to convey meaning. That is grammar rules actually. And the next one is productivity. Productivity means using words we can express infinite number of expressions and sentences. No one can say using the words in English language, this is the number of sentences you can make. No, nothing is like that. So we can produce infinite number of expressions and sentences using words. So language is very productive. Okay, we can express numerous ideas using language. Next. And under the topic how human language differs from animal language, some of these features we already discussed. Okay, but displacement, that also we discuss. That means using language, we can talk about different time. We can talk about past, we can talk about present, future, even an imaginary conditions we can talk. That means human language cannot be restricted by time or space. And then learn. Language can be learned. That is another feature. So then human beings are having innate capacity. That means inborn ability to learn languages. So human brain has been wired to learn languages. So they can learn language through exposure and interactions. Had cultural and social. Okay, we'll see. Cultural and social. That means language is deeply connected to culture and society. That also we discussed early. Language is deeply connected with culture and
Excuse me,
society.
miss.
Yeah.
Excuse me, miss. Is this
Yeah, I can.
related to cultural transmission?
Sorry.
Is this cultural and social, is this connected with related with cultural transmission?
What do you mean by cultural transmission?
Cultural transmission means when baby is born, they learn from their parents. That's basically babies are not inherited with the inherited that and learning from the society environment.
Yeah. Yes. Then you are asking?
This is connected with the cultural transmission.
Part of it actually. So then under cultural
Okay.
transmission, we learn behaviors, good manners, many more things, emotion. But this is just one aspect. What you are telling is here actually. So we talk the language which our parents used. So that is true cultural transmission. What you told is correct. But this is one aspect of cultural transmission. And there are many more things. Are you clear?
Okay, miss. Thank you.
Hari, okay. Hari, okay. So now we discuss many more characteristics of a language. Then we'll see what is there. Okay. So you should know something about because our subject is language and linguistics. So you should be having some idea about the origin of languages. Okay, so there's no one-to-one conclusion about the origin of languages. There are different viewpoints about the origin of languages. So based on this, there are some theories, online exploration, online discussions. So we'll here talk about this area uh, in general way actually. So we are going to have just an idea about it. So according to timeline, it is believed that language emerged maybe before 2 million years ago. And that was started 2 million ago with Homo habilis. And it has developed with Homo sapiens less than how many years? Yeah, 200,000 years ago. Okay, just like that. So when we think about the time frame actually, it is believed that language started before 2 million years ago. So that's a very huge time duration. Long time ago actually. Then regarding the origin of languages, there are two parties actually, two different viewpoints. Continuity was discontinuity. According to continuity theorists, they think language gradually evolved from earlier form of communication in primates. So then language develop, evolve step by step. That is continuity. According to discontinuity theorists, they believe language is so unique, it emerged relatively rapidly. Okay, so then they don't believe that language evolved gradually. They think language arose rapidly. That is one viewpoint. And then proto-language theories, there is one category. And according to them, they consider the most well-known language is Proto-Indo-European language. That is the root of European and Asian languages. Okay, so that is one opinion about origin of languages. Same thing. Oh, I'm going to the other way. Next one. Sound symbolism was learned arbitrariness. Okay. Sound symbolism was learned arbitrariness. So, according to some theorists, language started with sounds. Okay, so that is called Bow theory actually. That means the origin of language, it was with the sounds. And some people argue origin of language is symbols. Okay, there are different arguments. Some people say language started with sounds, and some people say language started with words. So here words, even in spoken form, there are words, okay, not only in the written form. Hari, okay, here. But anyhow, studying the origin of language is very challenging. Now see why it is challenging.
Because there's no the correct references regarding this definition, ma'am.
No, there's no, because we can't say this is how language originated. There's no such conclusion. Different people are presenting different viewpoints. The reason for that is because origin of language is still debatable, under debates. The reason for that is lack of direct evidence. Just to come to a conclusion, we don't have direct evidence. Very clear evidence is not available. So then originally the language is spoken. So the primitive people, the people living in Stone Age, even they used language, but spoken form. So how can we have an idea about what they spoke? So nowadays, of course, we can record what we are talking and future generations may use them. But in the past, there's no way of studying. Direct evidence are not there. So we depend on indirect evidence like archaeological finds and reconstructions from related languages. So there are no sufficient evidence to conclude how language originated.
Yeah.
And the other one is complexity of language. Because language is a very, very complex system, multifaceted system. There are different phases. So it's very difficult to pinpoint a single origin for languages. It's very, very complex. See here. Okay, so here we'll see. So then, even though it is very difficult to finalize the origin of languages, there are various approaches about it. So some of them are here. Comparative linguistics. Okay, so this subject area started based on the studies on the origin of languages. So under comparative linguistics, the researchers, they are trying to compare features related to different languages. So for an example, in Sinhala language, there are some other features. In Tamil language, some other features. So under comparative linguistics, they are comparing features of different languages to check whether there are some historical relationship. Okay, so that's correct actually. It's correct to a great extent. So for an example, we see similar words in Sanskrit, Pali, Tamil, Sinhala, Hindi. Okay, so there are some terms which are common to all these languages. That is comparative linguistics. Another one is neurolinguistics. From the word neuro itself, you can understand it's related to our brain. So here, it's very complex actually. We average people cannot understand it. So under neurolinguistics, the researchers, the relevant people, they are going to study the biological underpinning. That means biological features to get an idea about the origin of languages. Biological features mean how people produce words, how people talk. And there is another area that is studies of non-human primates.
Excuse me, actually the neuro
Neurolinguistics means, neuro means,
related to
you
the
know.
nerves,
Sorry?
related to the nerves.
Nerves,
Related with,
yes.
yeah,
Oh,
but
nerves,
here you have
correct.
mentioned study the brain.
Brain.
Nerves is neurologist we got.
Oh, that's what I told you. So they cannot be understood simply. So the neuro-linguistic examinations on origin of languages, they should be done just like in laboratories. How our mental functions are there. So that cannot be simply analyzed actually. So then they want to check whether there are possible biological clues about origin of languages. Okay, then studies of non-human primates. Primates means the people lived in very past area time. How they communicate. So by studying it, we can get some idea about the origin of languages. Okay, the last one. Okay, so we are living in 2026 today, but even today, up to today actually, the origin of language is very, very problematic. There's no conclusion for this research. Okay, people, the linguists, they are still studying about the origin of languages. Okay, so that is the end of this section. Yeah, let me go to the beginning. This is about introduction to linguistic, introduction to languages. Do you have any questions regarding this? So then you people did not make a WhatsApp group, I suppose.
That's one. That's one WhatsApp group for BEd 2025. It is already there, madam.
But here so then the notes may go to irrelevant students also. So if you can have one directly, we can share it.
So could anyone in the group create that one? None of the teachers speak regarding that because they are well versed and teachers who are capable of
Yeah,
doing
that's what even because to start with creating a WhatsApp group, we need a number to add first. So then,
Madam, you have already so with the same name and everything, you have already added
yeah,
there. You are in the group.
yeah. So then, if one of you can create a WhatsApp group, even add in my number, and then
You are there,
even
madam.
I
You
can
are
share
there.
the link
You
here.
have, no, actually, you are already there. I have seen you with the logo and everything. I have seen. But none of our teachers speak regarding that. So the one who knows about the technology, using technology or computer, so they can help actually. But what to do? I myself some problem
Yes.
in my laptop. If there's a problem in my laptop, otherwise I could have done it. I don't want to do it otherwise. So you are already in the group. Most probably, I have seen your notes and everything, PDF file.
I'm also just checking.
You just check, will you, madam? You are there. 25. 25. Beard.
Wait. Give me 1 minute just to check whether what I
Yes,
created is
madam, you
there.
can check.
Yeah, wait. Wait. Yeah, I want to go to my mail. Okay, just check. I don't know if you can. I'm not sure whether it worked or not. So I am just copying a link here. Just click it and check whether you can join a WhatsApp group. If you can join, actually, the task is okay.
Yes, ma'am, we can join.
Okay. Yeah, I can see. Yeah, you people, okay. Okay, so then leisurely I can share these slides here. Okay. That problem is also okay. So you should know these small technical things actually. Creating WhatsApp group is at your fingerprint tip actually. It's nothing. Okay. So let me check whether there are some. Like, Okay, so there is another section. We'll start that. Okay, so that is this one. If we can finish this, the whole section is over today. Honey, so here. So this is the topic that we are going to do next. And you just see importance of linguistics. So you are learning it as a subject today. So you should have an idea about why we are learning language and linguistics. So what is the importance of it? Okay, so we'll see. Yeah, so these are just certain descriptions. You just see and get some idea. Okay, so here nothing is there for me to describe, I think. So linguistic, that is studying languages. So studying languages is called linguistic. Linguistic is the study of languages. So that means under linguistic, we get to know about how language functions, how it is learned, and how people communicate using it. So we will be talking about all these things within this subject also. Okay, so then especially these linguists, they are very much interested in uh, searching for how language works, than how people talk it. Okay, the polyglot. Who is polyglot? Polyglot. The person who can talk many languages. Okay, polyglot is someone who can communicate in multiple languages. So now we are going to talk about importance of linguistics. The number one, linguistics assist us in understanding our surrounding. What is that? You just get an idea. Hari, okay. So here you can understand, I suppose, uh, linguistic, that means study of languages help us to understand our surrounding. Okay, so then every language is unique. That means there are many languages in this world. When you take a country like India, so how many languages are there? Nearly 800,000. 800 to 1,000 languages, maybe more than that. I have no uh, an exact idea about it, but I know it's a huge number like 800. So every language is unique. So in the past, there was an idea, there were certain languages which are very high standard, and some languages are very minor and they are not very important. But now what is accepted is every language is unique. So that was there in the past among English varieties actually. Because there was a period that people were worshipping received pronunciation. That means British English. It was worship. But now, what is accepted in the world is we cannot say one particular variety is better than the other. No. So then Indian language, American English, Canadian English, Sri Lankan English, Bangladesh English, they are their own varieties actually. So we can't say one is superior and the other ones are inferior, not like that. So then when we study the language of a particular community, we can understand that community through languages. So then very simple way if I tell you, so learning a language means you are learning a culture, learning a society. So then learning Tamil language means you are learning Tamil culture. Learning Sinhala language means you are learning Sinhalese culture. Okay, it's like that. So because of linguistic, we can understand our surrounding. That is one advantage. The second one. Okay. So the study of linguistic aids means helps in the empowerment of individual. Empowerment means to give power to individuals. Okay, so when we deal with languages, we know uh, our perception of the world and our relationships with each other, it depends on our language. And our original language is called mother tongue. Because normally mother tongue is the language that we use to express what is in our heart. Okay, so then this is, you have to understand something beyond these words. So we use mother tongue to express what is in our hearts, means we are very comfortable with mother tongue and we can express our genuine feelings, attitudes, all these things using our mother tongue. But we will not be able to express our hearts like how we do with mother tongue with other languages. And that's why there are different opinions. I know nowadays even young parents, they are trying their children to give English education even at pre-school level. But actually there is another counter argument. People say each student should get their primary education in their mother tongue. Then only the children will be more creative and with more critical thinking. The students will be very creative when they work in their mother tongue. So that is another opinion. Okay, anyhow. So that's why some people call mother tongue heart language. And then so some people, they lose their mother tongue because their mother tongue is not very powerful. So then everybody is having a mother tongue. But some people are not using the opportunity to go ahead with their mother tongue because some mother tongues are not very powerful. Especially the mother tongue or the languages of minority. So, the study of linguistics, it highlights the importance of all the languages, and they say all the languages are equal, and they are raising a voice to highlight everybody is having a right to get education in their mother tongue. And when they do not get chance to get their education in their mother tongue, that will lead to the cycle of poverty, discrimination. Is this message? Once I send the link, can't you find it? Some are asking me to send the link once again. Let me check whether I can paste it. Okay, this is the link. Harry. We'll go to the next point. There are some more. Okay, so because of linguistic, actually, there is an awareness among people in the world that we have to save minority languages. Okay, there are some minority languages which have become dead languages today. So people are not talking, people are not using them. So it's a very sad thing. So the study of linguistics support those people to protect their mother tongue. So that is also one advantage. And next one is to discover something new. Just see.
Okay, here. So, when we study languages, that is called linguistic actually, it helps our ability to communicate. So then we used how words are produced. So just imagine some other language, English language, you just take an example. We learn how to produce words, that is phonetics. And how sentences are structured, we learn, that is syntax. Okay, so then we understand why we say certain things or what other people say, that is semantic. Okay, so then using languages, we communicate from writing to speaking to even how we sound can help us. Yes, so all these things I'm not reading. So that also shows the importance of linguistic. So we can discover certain things because of linguistics. Something new means how words are produced, how words are pronounced, all these things. Hi. Next one is to improve your communication abilities. Okay. So because of linguistic, we can improve our communication abilities. We'll see. So I'm just reading these things because these are very simple ideas actually. So there are many more things that we need to do in future. So this is today what I am doing is just the introduction.
So we can improve our communication abilities because of linguistic. Okay, because of linguistic, we can understand grammar rules, grammar functions, and that will help us to communicate better. Okay, so then to communicate better, you should be having a very good idea about phonology, morphology, syntax, semantic, all these things. And once you get this communication ability, you can be a very good speaker. So you can deliver public speeches, you can inspire and persuade other people to do certain things once your communication is better. Next. Here the idea is when you learn linguistic means when you study languages, you can recognize patterns in speech and you can easily recognize grammar foundations in many languages. So once you get that knowledge, actually, you can resolve communication issues. Okay, so then when you solve issues, that means to solve an issue, you should be having a very good critical thinking ability. So in this way, linguistic helps you to develop your critical thinking. And next one, innovations. Okay, so when you study linguistic, you will get to know about the area, and then you will get to know there are certain areas still under which are not under research. That means there are many more things to study in the field of linguistics. So if you are interested in, you can do new things in the field of linguistics. You can search for certain things. Honey, okay, here. Okay, so here, some people, they do not have a proper idea about who linguist is. Some people misunderstand linguist as the person who can speak many languages, but as students, you have a proper idea. Actually, the person who can talk many languages is called polyglot. Okay. So linguist is the person who is studying about languages. So linguist is the person, linguistic is the subject area. So that is the study of the structure and function of language and communication. Okay, so then the subject area of linguistic is divided into the following sections. So these sections, you have studied these things. Any language in this world, they have these 5 sections: phonetics and phonology. That means that is related to the sounds of language. And then morphology, that is about the structure of words. Syntax, that is about how to put words together meaningfully. Semantic, that is the meaning of language. And there is another part called pragmatics. That means use of language. Language in use. That is pragmatics. Okay, so you have to get a very clear idea about these things. I'm going to do these things in detail in future lectures: phonetics and phonology, morphology, syntax, semantics, pragmatics. And a few more slides. I am writing this name actually, that there is an issued book from the university, and in that book, in that particular book, this reference is there. So then linguistic is still an unfamiliar field area to the educated public. Okay, so even for educated people, linguistic may be an unknown area. Okay, so then linguistic is very important for other field also. For an example, in the field of psychology, philosophy, education, language teaching, sociology, anthropology, computer science, artificial intelligence, in all these areas, linguistic is very, very important. Okay, so this is from that note, actually, University of Arizona. We can skip that. Okay, although linguistic is unknown to certain communities, even to some educated people. So field of linguistic is a growing area. And it's an interesting field. Research are going on. Same thing I think I have repeated. When I'm sharing, I have to check it. Okay. So then, yeah, let me check. The first, we just discussed the introduction to linguistics. And then here we discuss importance of linguistics. Okay, so then don't worry about what we did today. That is just the introductory part. Okay, so next week only we are going to start the proper syllabus actually. But I did today, it was just the introduction to language and linguistics. Okay, next week we are going to start phonetics and phonology. Hari, okay, so do you have anything to ask? Now it's almost 9:30. If you have questions.
Today is the very first day to start this lesson, right?
Sorry?
Very first day to introduce this subject, right?
I can't hear what you are telling.
Today is the very first day to introduce this subject, right?
Today is the very first day, yes.
Yeah, that's what I also get confused when I also started.
Okay, today is the very first day.
Is the language structure usage and linguistics?
Language structure, usage, and linguistic. I know there is a subject like that, but according to what your university shared with me, this subject is called language and linguistics. Oh, language and linguistic. I'm just checking it, and they have sent me the calendar. Same thing might have sent to you also. Accordingly, language and linguistics.
All these things are there, right?
Hari, okay. If you do not have any other questions, we can wind up the session. Okay, then shall we wind up the session? Then good night and have a nice day.
Good night, madam.
Okay.
Good night, madam. Thank you.
Okay, welcome.
Good night, madam. Thank you.
Okay.
முடிஞ்சு போச்சு